actually talking about my experience with LASIK surgery. I got LASIK surgery, I believe, June the 21st of this year. It is now August. So I will be letting you guys know what I went through and if I can see it not now. I'll also be talking about the price and if I regret it or not. So again, I did my LASIK surgery in June. So of course, a couple of months before that, I had to do the consultation, which was free of charge, and that was actually great. With that, they're doing a lot of eye exams just to make sure that you are a great candidate. I believe they check for like cataracts, astigmatism, and so on. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but that is what I do have. Also, they just want to make sure that you know what kind of surgery you'll be getting, either LASIK or PRK. So in the description, it will tell you what PRK versus LASIK is. So like I was saying, I will let you guys know in the description the difference between PRK and LASIK. I just want to give you the exact definition of each. But with the surgery, I did get PRK. At first, it was supposed to be in one eye PRK and one eye LASIK. But then again, when you do your first consultation, when you get your surgery that day, they actually do it all over again just to make sure so they don't mess up anything. So it went from, you know, the two different ones in each eye to both of them being PRK. The price did not change, which I was very happy about because, no, I would have changed my mind. But again, when you first go there, they do several eye exams, and then after the eye exams, they say you can drive home. I think that you should actually have a driver with consultation and when you actually get your surgery, but you are allowed to drive home after the consultation, which I don't agree with because I could not see anything. Of course, they do recommend you bringing shades, but it's still, everything was just still, I couldn't see. But let's just fast forward. So when I did come in for my surgery, I actually came, I think they do like evening times, but they like to schedule close to the weekend so that way you will have days off. So I made sure it was around the time that I actually had the weekend off. But it was actually longer than that. With that, I actually had to take off like an additional 2 days. So I was off for about 4 to 5 days because I could not see. But anyway, let's rewind a little bit. So when I actually got there, of course, they were helping several other people. So my nerves was actually kicking in, and I was telling my fiance, like, let's leave. I can't do this. But of course, it was my turn, and I had to go up to the receptionist where they actually went over, you know, the fees, what I'll be paying. They'll actually do a credit check, so that way if you cannot pay it outright, then you can get like a credit card or whatnot. So, you know, I had some of it saved up, but so I just ran my credit just to get a card just in case. So when you do all of this, please make sure that you read through everything because I was so busy. I was very nervous. So I was just listening to what she told me and the options she gave me. The options I had, it was actually like a year. I asked for it to be paid out in a year so that way, you know, I don't get any type of interest fees or anything like that. But I wound up signing for, not thinking, I wound up signing for, I believe it was 60 months, and you actually can pay the lowest is $91. I did not want to pay that. I wanted to pay my $300 a month so that way I can get it out the way. But of course, it didn't work like that. But again, that's up to you guys if you want to pay it outright or not. But after everything was done, they actually put you back in a room. They give you numbing drops, and then they sit you in, you know, where the surgery, everything is going to take place. The doctor actually was very nice and patient with me because I was very nervous. So, of course, it's the doctor and, you know, the people that work beside him. But being as though that you're by yourself is kind of nerve-wracking because you don't have that type of support. You don't have anyone holding your hand, you know, tell you to calm down or whatnot. But it wasn't that long. It was about 5 to 10 minutes in each eye. They usually just use clamps to keep your eyes open. Again, I was very nervous, so they reassured me that everything was okay. They gave me more numbing drops, which you can't feel anything. But he said that was normal, that, you know, you don't feel like your eyes are numb, because I felt like he just put drops in my eyes and that was it. But of course, when he started doing the surgery, all you felt was like pressure. it's a little smell, nothing too bad, but either way, they're doing surgery to your eyes, kind of damaging your eyes. So when you're done, they're actually putting contacts and more drops in your eyes, so that way, you know, you can heal. I believe the drops they put in is antibiotics. So that kind of, again, was done in like 20 minutes. It was like 5-10 minutes in each eye. Once I was done, I can admit that everything was HD. Like, I couldn't really see words all big and fancy, but it just was brighter. But then that went away for a little bit. But afterwards, they gave you like 10 of these. I believe it was like 140 or in that price range. But if you find it on Amazon, you can actually get it for like 109. But I was kind of scared. It's my first time. I didn't want to buy anything offline. I love Amazon. But I didn't want to buy anything offline. I wanted to make sure I had the correct drops. So I just got everything within my price range. Again, with that, they're telling you that your price range can be as low as $250. I know you guys hate on the radio all the time. I'm not sure where their price kicks in at. I believe that, honestly, it's probably from if you have perfect eyesight and you just need a touch up. I don't believe it. Honestly, mine was around, well, in the 3,000 price range. I'm not sure of the exact price as of yet, but I believe it can range from, what they say, $250 up to 4,000 or 5,000. But mine was really pretty high. I went from 2060 to now 2030. I believe he told me that in July, that now I'm 2030. He told me that it takes time for me to see, because I honestly cannot see. Like, I could see everything regular. I feel like I have taken my glasses off and that's my sight. But as far as bright light, I still wear shades. In the dark, when people have their high beams on, it bothers me a lot. So I believe everyone heals differently. My sister as well got LASIK, and hers was regular. She has LASIK. I had PRK. That's why I'm healing a little bit slower. She could see, I'll just say the next week she could see perfect from what she told me, but I can't see a damn thing. So, I mean, what made it a little bit better, not really, is that an older lady actually said, you know, she was in there as well. She was, you know, she was concerned just as much as me, saying how she couldn't see. And she had regular LASIK. I had PRK. She had regular LASIK, and she was saying her husband got it. He's fine. Her daughter got it. She's fine. She got it. She can't see. So it kind of eased me a little bit, knowing that it wasn't just me, because I was like, maybe I was moving a little too much, or maybe he did it wrong, or maybe it's a scam. I don't know. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure, I'm going to have faith saying that it's just taking time. But I'll tell you again, I think I took off like 4 or 5 days because I could not see. But once I got back to work, I was no help at all. So I was a leasing rep at the time, so I actually had to look at boards. I had to show vacants. I had to look at the computer all day. I was at work for no reason. Like, I could not see. The paper was blurry. After a few days went on, I actually zoomed, you know, like made the words bigger. I tried to make the computer darker. I couldn't see. I couldn't watch TV for a while. All I did was sleep the days that I was off. It was very painful. It was annoying. I mean, I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just letting you know my experiences. I slept. It made me feel better. I put cold rags on my face. That made me feel better. I could barely eat. I couldn't. But these are the glasses that they make you go home with. So I look like, I don't know. I didn't like it at all. So you actually had to wear those for a few days unless you had your own. So, of course, I wore those in the house. You had to wear them literally all day. So they gave you these, you know, clear pieces to actually lay down and go to sleep with. And this is with the tape. This is the tape they gave you. It honestly was no help. So I will recommend you guys getting your own tape strong enough to stay on your face, because it just was very irritating. I actually wore those shades, the black shades, my whole entire time with, you know, my own shades when I went outside. The first day that I actually went outside was probably like day 4 or 5. My fiance wanted to take me out to eat because I literally was in the house for days. It was very uncomfortable. I did not want to be there. I had shades on in the restaurant. I could not see. I could not keep my eyes open. My eyes were watery, itchy, scratchy. I don't know. But my first follow-up that I went after my surgery, he actually took the lenses out. So it made it a little bit better, but it was still very irritating, like very. So they actually had this as the pink top. That's what they usually consider it as. I believe it is called, it's kind of faded, Lotamax. I could be pronouncing that wrong, but I believe this is actually the antibiotics. This one is, I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see that. But this is the tan top. Again, they honestly do it by tops. They just say the color tops, because when you go in, they ask you what drops are you taking right now? How are you taking the drops? A lot of people can't pronounce it. I know I couldn't, so they usually say, are you taking the pink top, the tan top, blue, white, purple, whatever. So one is for steroids, one is antibiotics. So I believe this is the antibiotics and this is the steroids. So of course, when your lenses are out, you got to keep taking it so that way, you know, the scars and the cuts that's in your eyes can actually heal properly. This one right here is Refresh Gel Drops. I was just told to take this at night and go right to sleep. And that's all I have to say about PRK. Again, I went from 2060 to 2030. I'm hoping to get to 2015 because I feel like I waste my money so far. If I could, I honestly probably would have stayed with my glasses for a little bit longer and did a little bit more research. But I mean, I don't regret it, because I hope and pray that it was worth it. But I mean, that's all, you guys. So if you have any questions or any concerns, just let me know down in the comments. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.